Hello, my name is Logan. I've been a barista for about 3 years, and today I will be teaching you the inverted Aeropress brewing method. First, let's start with the brewing method that comes with the instructions in the Aeropress kit. The first step is to put the paper filter into the filter cap. That's it. Step 2 is to put the cap onto the chamber by twisting it, and it should lock into place. The next step is to measure out your coffee. For this method, you can just use the scoop that comes with the Aeropress and grind that to a fine setting. I use this hopper here to make sure the coffee goes in well, and then I pour it into the chamber. Make sure to shake the chamber to make the coffee level. Next, you want to heat water up to 175 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. Once you have the water heated, you can pour it into the chamber up to the mark 2. Next, you want to use the stir stick that comes in the kit and stir the coffee for about 10 seconds. And then you can use the plunger that comes with the kit and slowly and gently push it down. And as you feel resistance, let up a bit, but push it all the way down until it's completely down. The coffee that you now have in your cup is espresso strength. You can drink it as is, or you can add hot water to make an Americano. Preferably about 8 ounces for this amount of coffee. The coffee's taste is about what you'd expect from an espresso or an Americano. The Aeropress does a good job of this, but it's nothing too complex or flavorful. Now I'm going to try the inverted Aeropress method. This differs from the instructions method because it's inverted. Yeah. I will be using a recipe from Up Coffee Roasters in Minneapolis, Minnesota. To start this method, put the plunger inside the chamber up to the 4 mark, but inverted. Next, measure out about 17.5 grams of coffee and grind it on a fine setting. Once the coffee is ground, heat up at least 230 grams of water at 195 degrees Fahrenheit. While your water is heating up, we can put the coffee into the chamber just as before. For this method, you'll want a timer and a scale as well. Once your water is done heating, put the chamber with the coffee inside on the scale and start the timer. Once the timer starts, pour 50 grams of water into the coffee until the 40-second mark. Once you hit the 40-second mark on the timer, you can pour water until you reach 150 grams of water. At 1 minute and 15 seconds, begin to stir the coffee. Once you hit a minute 45 seconds, begin to pour again until you reach 230 grams of water. Stir the coffee again at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and then screw the cap on and carefully flip the Aeropress around using your cup to press the coffee out until you begin to hear the coffee fizzing. The ideal end brewing time is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Your coffee is now done. My first impressions of this coffee is that one, it's much hotter, so keep that in mind when drinking it. Secondly, it's much more flavorful and complex than the instruction brewing method. Because this brewing method allows the coffee to be steeped much longer, more flavor and complexity will be in your cup. For both methods of brewing, I used a New Guinea medium dark roast. The coffee isn't very exotic or fruity, but I still noticed a big difference in flavor, the inverted Aeropress brewing method being much better. At this point, I am downing my third cup of coffee for today, and the caffeine is starting to make me shake. My caffeine drug addiction is truly being satisfied making this video. As the coffee cools, I notice a difference in flavor. This would work very well with light roasted coffees and African coffees, as it would bring out the fruit flavors as it cools. In conclusion, I'm very impressed with the inverted brewing method, and I would highly recommend using it to make your coffee with an Aeropress. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more videos like this, hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. I hope this video helps satisfy your caffeine drug addiction as much as it did help me.